Welcome on into Up North at 4. My name is Nate Myhock. On our show today, we sit down with the folks from the United Way to hear about the Oneida County 211 campaign. And then we look ahead to the Hodag BMX season that should be starting very soon. And finally, Buffy returns with some delicious s'mores cookies. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. Even though it seems like the winter wants to keep staying around, the summer is not far away, I promise. But one of my least favorite parts of the summer are the mosquitoes. But a group in Louisiana has started using a mosquito-killing drone to combat that issue. The machines spray areas with insecticide, and I vote we start using some of that military budget on those mosquito drones. Who's with me? All right, moving on from bugs to more bugs. I don't think I've ever seen a more interesting way to honor your favorite musician than this. A scientist from Virginia Tech was part of a team that discovered a new species of millipede, and he decided to name that species after his favorite pop star, Taylor Swift. The new bug is called the Swift Twisted Claw Millipede, and so far we have no comment on what T. Swift thinks about this new homage. Last night, the NBA playoffs continue on, and out west in Phoenix, the Suns and New Orleans Pelicans were locked in a very intense battle, but that didn't stop Phoenix star Devin Booker from having a little bit of fun on the court. After hitting this shot along the baseline, he decided to give some loves to the fan. Boop, little baby fist bump. How cute is that? Earlier today, I also discovered that I majored in the wrong field at college. A group at MIT is looking at the science behind twisting Oreos. They call it orology, and shockingly, they've also discovered it's impossible to get the quote-unquote perfect twist where the cream is even on both sides of the cookie. This is a very important issue. They even created a machine to try and get that perfect split, but they are still unsuccessful. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joining us live in studio. Jeff, I think we should go back to school and major in orology.
Wow, it's a heavy news day over there in the news department, isn't it? All right, so looking outside for us today, lots of cloud cover, and those clouds will lead to some rain showers here shortly. There's actually some drizzle outside now. Look for heavier rain showers tonight and tomorrow, but it'll be rain, not snow this time, with temperatures hanging out in the 40s today. We're at 44 in Rhinelander right now, under cloudy skies and a southwest breeze, kind of gusty, up near 20 miles per hour. Over in Usaa, it's almost 50 for you. We're at 48 in downtown Usaa with that southeast breeze currently. Okay, so around the horn, we're getting closer to where we're supposed to be. The average high being 55. We're not doing that, but we're getting closer, right? Tomorrow, though, we're going to go for 50s, and then 60s are still in the weekend forecast as we have lots of heat building across the west right now. 70s across the plains today again, and that is going to make a run for us this weekend for one day only on Saturday. There is an outside chance of hitting 70, especially across parts of central Wisconsin, before we cool off a bit again on Sunday into Monday with some more rain showers in the forecast then. But temperature-wise, so up and down, right? So 51 tomorrow, we'll take it. 47 for Friday, that's a 67 for Saturday with thunderstorms through the afternoon. A bit colder on Sunday. Now, what happens here? Back to reality, right? Our spring so far with 40s back in the forecast Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Looking outside now, lots of cloud cover, and there's the rain, heavy rain reported last hour in Minneapolis. That's what's coming our way. So once it starts, it's going to rain heavily for an hour or 2 or 3. It'll quickly get out of here, though, tonight, most likely after 10 o'clock. And then tomorrow, we have some sunshine back in the forecast tomorrow before that thing gets in here on Saturday. That's our weekend. That's more wet weather for us this weekend. The rainfall looks something like this. So a 1/4 inch to an inch are in the way for us tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
In the military, we call it dereliction of duty. Ron Johnson is supposed to serve Wisconsin. Instead, he served himself. An investigation found Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. That's a dereliction of duty. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Saturday, April 30th, the Wisconsin Department of Justice will be holding a free prescription drug take-back event. If you have unused or unwanted medications, ointments, patches, non-aerosol sprays, inhalers, vials, or pet medication, clean out your cabinets. Don't let your old medication fall into the wrong hands by disposing of unused or unwanted medications properly. For more information on locations and accepted items, go to doseofrealitywi.gov. This information is brought to you by the Human Service Center of Forest, Vilas, and Oneida County.
Your home, where life happens. Family and friends gather. Memories are created. Locally family-owned business serving Rhinelander, Eagle River, and surrounding areas. Come into one of our stores located in Eagle River or Rhinelander and work closely with one of our creative kitchen designers on creating your dream kitchen.
Eagle River Cabinets, building relationships, one cabinet at a time.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
Visit Wild Berry Market, the premier natural food store in the Northwoods, for all of your organic food and health needs. Grab a healthy lunch on the go, made fresh daily by our deli. Eat well, live well, be well. Wild Berry Market in Minocqua and online.
Is a new roof on your spring to-do list? Hi, I'm Paul, owner of Overhead Solutions. Now is a great time to think ahead and secure a spot for that replacement on our schedule. Go ahead and call our competitors, but before you sign on that dotted line, call Overhead Solutions. I believe our high quality and fair price can beat our competition.
Call Overhead Solutions for a free roof estimate.
Remember, don't overpay. Call Overhead. Overhead Solutions.
Welcome on back to Up North at 4. We are joined now by Kurt Drum and Nancy Sattler, and they are here to talk about the Oneida County 211 program. But we got to start with the obvious question. Nancy, I'll ask you, what exactly is the 211 program?
Well, most people, when they think about Northwoods United Way, they think about the fact that we raise money throughout the year through fundraisers, raffles. We do pledge campaigns. Your business may have had a pledge campaign where you can do payroll deductions every time. We take that money and we give it out to different agencies throughout the year. This year we're funding 30 agencies. Agencies that support elders, support children and youth, food pantries, homeless shelters, things like that. But one of the other agencies that we support is the 211 agency. It's a United Way agency, 211. This year, Leadership Oneida County class has taken on 211 as a project for their, in order to graduate, they have to do a project. So they are doing a community service project to promote and improve 211 for our area. So I've brought Kurt Drum with me today, and he's the one that's going to tell you all about 211, his project.
And Kurt, that's it. I mean, obviously a playoff of 911. 211 has a mission. What is that mission?
It's a nationwide referral service, so Oneida County is part of it, but it's for non-emergency type services. The types of services, community services and individual social services that United Way funds year-round all across the country. So family type matters, healthcare, education. A lot of the past couple of years have been talking about COVID-19. Elder care, referrals, non-emergency type things. But when they're looking for referrals to an agency or individuals that can help people out, that's where the 211 comes in.
So is it an information line, or do you call it when you need an immediate operator to talk you out of a life situation? When you call that number, who do you get?
Well, it's staffed 24/7, so there's always someone there that's going to help you. And if it's not an emergency, they're going to offer you some referral services. Obviously, if someone is in crisis, they're going to react a little bit more and do some other actions for that.
Yeah, and you were mentioning before too, part of the project that the class is putting on is improving the program. What was sort of the idea behind that? What made you guys sit down and say, we could do better with it? Where was sort of the brain child behind that?
Well, I think that was one of Nancy's suggestions, but my background before I moved up here was with the Manitowoc United Way. And I was involved in their board and spent 15, 20 years raising money for the United Way down there. And when this came up, I said, wow, what a great program. And 211 is an easier way than trying to pick up the phone and call your local, office and hope that they're there and do that. So this is available anywhere in the country, either by dialing 211 or on the 211 website.
Yeah, Nancy, you've long been a part of United Way.
Yes.
You are the face of it for the Northwoods, I think. What do programs like this help United Way to do?
Well, for me, my position, I'm a part-time position, and I cover 4 counties. So in 2020, for instance, the 211 call center took 750 phone calls for Oneida and Vilas County. So if I had spent my time answering 750 phone calls and giving referrals out, I would not have been able to do some of the other work that we do within the community. So for me, it has everything in one location. Someone knows when they call that number, they're going to get a live person 24/7, and people will follow up to make sure that they got the help that they needed in a week or 2 weeks.
Great.
And is there a next step? Is there a goal where you guys want to take the program even further, or what is sort of the future looking like for the 211 program?
Well, our goal is to try to help raise awareness. So ultimately, you want to look at the call volume and what happened and compare one year to the next. Now, is it a valid comparison? Because the past 2 years have been, pretty crazy with yeah. So, but they track not only how many calls they get, but exactly what kind of services that are needed and what agencies they're referred to. So hopefully we've got some quantifiable numbers, and we as our committee have gone around to various different places, including media outlets. We met with the Tavern League because, geez, a bartender might hear of somebody who needs some help. And we're just trying to raise the awareness and let people know it's out there if they need the help or know somebody else who does.
We love what you're doing.
We love it. Yeah, thank you guys so much. And of course, if anyone wants more information on the United Way, they can find you both online. Is that correct?
Northwoodsunitedway.org. You can find out information about United Way. And there's also a tab for 211 where there's a very helpful video that Kurt's team has put together for 211. So.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be right back here on Up North at 4.
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. We made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it, paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
Is it time to update your driveway? Contact S&B Asphalt to blacktop your driveway. An update not only looks nice, but it saves on maintenance and adds value to your property. Seal coating and blacktopping residential driveways, commercial properties, and private roads. S&B is equipped for the job. With a strong reputation as an honest company with competitive pricing, you don't need to turn anywhere else. Call S&B Asphalt today for a free estimate.
Whether it's high-end art exhibitions, concerts, or special events, ArtStart is an engaged and active organization, strengthening our community through arts education and cultural engagement. Learn more at artstartrhinelander.org.
Enjoy dining at Headwaters Restaurant and Tavern in beautiful Boulder Junction. Enjoy casual dining in our spacious lounge and restaurant featuring charbroiled steaks, roast duck, 2-for-1 dinners on Wednesday, and Friday fish fry. Headwaters Restaurant on County M.
Freshen up your home this spring with 11% off everything at Menards. Get an elegant, timeless look or a bold and contemporary style with Menards' great selection of durable, waterproof, and easy to install Great Lakes vinyl plank flooring. Add privacy and style to any room with window images, blinds, and shades. Get them trimmed to width in the store for free. Get 11% off all window images, blinds, and shades and Great Lakes flooring now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome on back here to Up North at 4. I'm now joined by a few members of the Hodag BMX program. I was there last year. I was able to come check it out for a night, and I really truly think it's one of the hidden gems that we have here in Rhinelander. I stumbled upon it quite literally by accident, and it was so cool to just be able to witness that. But Robbie, just for the people out there who maybe don't know what the Hodag BMX program is, can you kind of explain it a little bit?
Yeah, sure. BMX racing is pedal bike racing. It's a offshoot of motocross. Back in the 60s and 70s, kids out in California were trying to emulate what their favorite motocross racers were doing. They had pedal bikes, and thus the birth of BMX racing. Fast forward 1999, Hodag BMX starts their track. 23 years later, here we are, pedaling bikes still, playing in the dirt.
Yeah, exactly. Playing in the dirt, pedaling bikes, just things that I think everybody grew up doing at some point in time. And we have two rookies here, right? Or I should say, last year you two guys were rookies. But I kind of want to ask you, I'll ask you, what kind of made you want to get into BMX riding and racing?
Well, I kind of had all my friends biking around town and telling me if I should join BMX, and I just kind of got into it because I was being forced by my brother.
So you kind of got dragged along a little bit to the track, but obviously it's something you fell in love with, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that kind of the same thing for you? Yeah. Robbie was telling me too, we had Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, so obviously this is something you guys took very seriously. What was it with the BMX track that you just fell in love with? Was it just being outside, being with your friends, or what was it that just kind of drew you in?
It's mainly like jumping and stuff, and probably just going against the friends to compete who's faster.
Yeah.
I'd probably say like just being outside and like enjoying the time and like being able to learn new stuff that you haven't learned before.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I was growing up, I would always kind of make the ramps out in my front yard with my friends, and we would try to hit those going downhill as fast as we could. I really upset my parents doing that, but I can imagine, are your parents pretty cool with you guys riding around and jumping and racing and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They enjoy it.
So there we go. At least, you know, we have the support, right, of the family. And when I was there last year, Robbie, it was so much fun. I felt like everyone just kind of gravitated towards you and just sort of your energy that you brought. You truly are like a little kid out there.
You never have to grow up.
Exactly, right. You never have to grow up. But do you think just bringing that excitement, that energy to the park every single weekend just kind of passes along to the kids?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, seeing these guys out there for their first season and the smiles on their face and just kind of that energy just feeds on itself. Like they, you know, they were down there riding a lot. I'm like, you guys should try racing. And next thing, you know, they're finding a lot of success. Brody ends up getting Rookie of the Year. Cole's down there riding, you know, with his friends. And next thing you know, he's winning a ton of races, ends up getting Most Improved of the Year. And it's to the point where mom and dad are coming down and the smiles that you see on their parents' face, just the kids loving and enjoying it. It's really a family sport. The families are down there enjoying themselves, having a good time. And, you know, our big thing is make memories that are going to last a lifetime at that track. So.
Yeah. And was there a little bit of a bragging rights when you guys won the awards to your friends, like Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, and like you just started picking it up? What was that like to win those awards?
Pretty awesome, because I didn't think I would actually get anything for the first year of racing, but it ended up being pretty cool.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then obviously this year, kind of a delay, right? The weather's not really cooperating. It was supposed to start, was it this Friday, I believe,
This Friday was to be our season opener. Mother Nature's having her way, so we're bumping it back a week. With that warm weather that we saw in the forecast, we're hoping that plays our way and we'll be able to have our season opener next Friday.
Perfect. And I was also going to ask you too, I know recently you guys have done some updates to the track, made it a lot nicer. Are there any plans then moving forward to get more improvements or more people out racing BMX? What's sort of the goal then for Hodag BMX?
You know, one of our overarching goals with our board is to have just one of the most fun spots to ride in the state. We are an open to the public track, so making sure it's accessible to kids and families to come down and ride. Like these kids started just riding on the track at first and then got into racing because they were enjoying the time on the track. And again, just make it one of the most fun spots to be. Like you said, a hidden gem. We want it to be one of the coolest spots to be, where kids want to hang out, where they want to ride their bikes and have fun with their friends.
Totally. And so if Jeff and I decide to come on down this summer, you guys going to help us learn how to be, like, how to ride?
We should get you guys on the bikes.
We
and
should,
do a little
yes.
thing this summer.
These guys clearly can pick it up pretty naturally. I feel like they're the perfect teachers, so we might have to set something up.
We'll get a bike for you.
Sounds great. Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure talking to you. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Up North at 4.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in downtown Minocqua is a full-service traditional jewelry store offering a wide range of jewelry and gift items to fit any budget. Find jewelry from classic diamonds to beautiful colored gems and pearls, engagement rings and wedding bands for every style. Gift selections include jewelry travel cases, glassware, picture frames, and an extensive line of baby gifts. Bassett offers in-store jewelry repairs and engraving to personalize your gifts.
Bassett Jewelers and Engraving is proud to sponsor Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Rated #1 in sales satisfaction among mass market brands. Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
A box can be essential, then recycled for a move, and then help brighten breakfast, or bring fresh scents in a tube. What starts as a box for detergent can become one with a helpful seam. All part of the circle of caring for our natural resources and trees. Recycling your boxes and paper products helps nature thrive. Be a force for nature and choose sustainable, recyclable paper and packaging.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. So Jeff, I'm sure you know by now, today is a sort of a holiday. I know what you're thinking, so get your mind out of the gutter, all right? It is actually National Look-alike Day today, which, yes, I know what you were thinking.
I wasn't thinking about that.
But you know, I was always curious. I'm like, man, Jeff Willer reminds me of somebody, and I'm not sure who it is. So I was curious to find out. I went to the ever-reliable celebrity face match machine on Google, and boom! There it is. Jeff, you are a perfect love child of Blake Shelton and Tilda Swinton. And you know what? Blake Shelton, I think he was like the sexiest man alive by People magazine, so that should be a good thing.
That didn't go sideways for me.
No, that's actually
okay.
Like really good.
Well, thanks.
That is
all
really
right,
awesome.
so you know that's good. How about for you though? Did we do one for you?
You don't want it. It was like Lance Bass. It was boring. It was boring. But we're gonna take a quick break here. But Jeff, before we go, Buffy has some delicious s'mores cookies in Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen.
Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen on Up North at 4 is brought to you by Bassett Jewelers and Engraving in Minocqua and Eagle River Cabinets in Rhinelander and Eagle River.
Happy spring, everyone, and welcome to Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen. Today, we're going to be making s'more cookies, and in my mixing bowl I have just that basic cookie recipe that we all know and love that I will include in the recipe. And to this I'm going to add 2 cups of chips, whatever kind you like. It can be milk chocolate or dark chocolate or whatever, and I'm just going to start to kind of gently fold those in. And to that, I'm going to add a sleeve of graham crackers that I've smashed up. And again, it can be whatever kind of graham crackers you like. If you're a cinnamon graham person, great. If you're a plain graham person, you're great. If you're the little graham bears person, so much. But we want to do this part by hand because we don't want to pulverize the graham crackers in the mixer, because then we'll just end up with more flour. And the idea is that we're just incorporating these and kind of trying to keep them into pieces and just get down to the bottom. And again, this doesn't have to be super perfect. Just try to get those in there as much as you can. And sometimes if you use your hands, that's okay too. I've got a whole blob of cookie dough in the bottom of here that doesn't have chips or graham crackers in them. Okay, and that looks pretty good. And now we're just going to scoop these out onto our cookie sheet. And I like to use a cookie scoop, but again, if you don't have one, a spoon is just fine. I just have a tendency with uniformity if I don't use a scoop, so I end up with big cookies and little cookies and in-between cookies. So we're just going to put these onto the cookie sheet, and these will spread a bit, so you don't want to space them too terribly close together. And once you get them onto the cookie sheet, you're going to take 3 or 4 little marshmallows and just kind of plop those into the top. And again, that will smush out the cookie a little bit, and that is okay. In this one, I have a giant piece of graham cracker. And then once we get these all assembled, we are going to put these into a 350-degree oven and bake them for 11 to 13 minutes. And just like that, you have s'more cookies from Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen. Bake on, my friends.
Freshly mown grass and sounds of friends' laughter is in the air. You're ready to rock the summer, and so is Wickersham Jewelry during their annual Diamonds and Grill event, April 4th through the 23rd. Give her the gorgeous ring she's been dreaming of. And get the Yeti Tundra 45 cooler or Traeger grill you've always wanted with a qualifying purchase. Interest-free financing available. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
Nicolet College is the smartest start to your bachelor's degree. With university transfer, choose from 2 associate degrees, 7 pre-majors, or even earn a degree online. Then transfer to any of the University of Wisconsin colleges or hundreds of other universities. By starting close to home, you'll save thousands in reduced tuition and housing. Choose the smartest start to your 4-year degree. Choose Nicolet College.
Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen with Buffy Jackson, a cooking show from where you live. Buffy's Northwoods Kitchen every other Wednesday live on Up North at 4. Brought to you by Bassett Jewelers and Engraving Minocqua and Eagle River Cabinets, Rhinelander and Eagle River.
Enjoy the serenity of northern Wisconsin all year long. First stop, Shquagaman Adventure Company. Skis, skates, snowshoes, and fat bikes. Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards. Shquagaman Adventure Company. Stop by the store or visit us online.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But as we've evolved with the military, we've grown to serve all who've honorably served, no matter their rank or when they were in. A Marine just out of boot camp or a petty officer from 73, and even his kids and their kids. USAA is made for all who honorably served and their eligible family members. Are we still exclusive? Absolutely. And that's exactly why you should.
Jeff, we had a lot to talk about. We are running out of time already, so we'll see you tomorrow on Up North at 4.